Pretty funny. I don't remember watching it when I was a kid. It's pretty good.
Unless I have someone to share it with, well, I'm going to be back in Liverpool, broke. And if you understand what I'm trying to say, you're good.
Yeah. What the fuck? This nigga got 100 tickets? 100 gold tickets? I'm going for S2 Heroes. Wish me luck. 500. Good luck. Thanks. I have saved 100 tickets. Wow. I want to use them so bad. Did you already? No, yeah. Oh my god. Two no. What you get out of that? That's 100 tickets for S1 roll. Yeah, dude. I want to know what you get out of that. Because I quit buying those fucking tickets because it's ridiculous. But I'm curious to see what happens to you. Is anybody reading this in chat? Game chat? Alright, let me... GG.
Yo, 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 yo.
Yo, yo, yo,
Hello?
yo, yo.
What's going on, people? Hey, 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 hey. We're all gathered together again, once again, huh?
Once more, we come to this place.
Oh, yes. How's everyone doing today? Good, good?
Good.
Sweet.
Pretty relaxed, yeah.
That's good. That is good. I am excited for tonight because attacking is the topic. And shit, messed up that building. Well, we'll just pretend I didn't do that. Okay. Anyway, Q&A tonight for RoC once again, and our topic is attacking and pathing. All things to do with getting points to hopefully win you the war for Reign of Chaos Season 2. So I'm excited about this. It's one of my favorite parts about Reign of Chaos is attacking and pathing included. All things to do with the strategy on the attack side of stuff is my favorite for sure. So let's go through and see who's here and see if everything's working. Everything's jiving on your end. Elrena, how are you?
I'm good.
Hey, friend. Thanks for being here. All good on your side?
Yep.
See the stream working great?
Yep.
Fantastic. Hey, how about that sound quality on YouTube though, El?
It was a lot better last time I checked.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look it out for you, and if it's bad again, I'll tell you.
It shouldn't be. I got a new mic, so it should be fine. But I heard it. I went back and listened to a couple minutes earlier today from yesterday's, and it was phenomenally better.
Yeah, it is really better.
Yeah. It's awesome. Awesome. Thanks for being here, El.
Yes.
Mr. Celtic King Jim the Great. What is up?
Hey.
Can we all... Hey, buddy. Can we all admire Jim's photo for a second? His in-game avatar business? It is absolutely fantastic.
I didn't like it. I was about to change it.
No. This looks fierce. What do you mean? It's like Aslan from Wizard... it's not Wizard of Oz. What's that thing? You guys know. What is it?
Of Narnia.
Yes, that's it. Chronicles of Narnia. That's the one. Yeah, dude. He looks dope.
Alright, I'll hold on to it. Sweet.
Nice. All good on your end, brother?
Yeah, thanks, man.
Sweet.
All
Thanks for being here. CMFL.
Hey, good night, sir. How are you?
Oh, so good. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, it's very good, very good.
Awesome. Great to have you, friend. Looking forward to talking some attack strategy with you. You're one of our attackers, and it's always fun to have you on that team. So have a good time tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother.
Uh-huh.
Mr. CorCat, how are you? If you're here.
How's it going,
Oh,
man?
there you are. Hey, good, man. Good. Week 1 still going in your state?
Still going, mate. Just lots to do, as you can imagine, and just tiling. So much tiling. I feel like I've made myself a new career now, just to be a tiler.
That's right.
I walk into the bathroom and I just see tiles, and I'm like,
That's right. Oh, I could grab that one. That one looks free. That's a level 7. That's a level 9.
yeah,
That one's
it's a
really
white tile.
dirty.
Well
That's a
done.
level 1.
Yeah. I just see white tiles, and I'm like, who the hell? Oh, that's all good.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, that's funny. That's awesome. No, you haven't made anyone quit from your team yet?
Anyway, no one's quit yet.
Okay, that's good.
Just yet. But
Yeah.
everyone's just finding it a little bit hard. They're just so much stronger. Do you reckon these tiles are stronger?
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. We'll talk about that a little bit today with the pathing side of things, but they're definitely stronger. Hey, how's the farm life? Have you tried to tile with your farms yet?
Not my level
Yikes.
16 ones.
No, that's a good point. Yeah, the level 20s I have are fine, but my level 16 ones, I can't take anything but empties. Straight up like empty, nothing on it, level 1, nothing.
Yeah.
So sometimes if there's a bunch of tiles in the way for our grid, I've just ported my castle on top of it and then ported it away so that they're empty. Because I'm out of tiles on all my big castles, and I don't know, it's just a big pain. But we'll get there. They are stronger though. If you I don't remember the numbers exactly, but if you were to compare like the troops when you occupy one, shoot, I need one that's actually part of our team. Here, let me zoom to a tile really quick. Oh, actually, there's a way better way to do this, right? I'll just go like this. So if you were to remember, I don't remember, but I know that they are stronger. The troops themselves, the territory guardians, are definitely stronger.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So you'll have a lot more casualties and stuff and all that jazz. But yeah, it shouldn't be an issue as long as you focus on the suffer. But if you're flirting around with that double-digit suffer, then yeah, you're gonna feel it real bad.
Yeah, I was not paying attention last night, and I was trying to cook dinner, watch the news, play the game, and reply to someone on Discord.
Yeah,
and I had these line of these level 10 tiles, so I was taking them, but I didn't realise because there was someone gathering in the way. I just thought they were just a line of 10s, and then I didn't realise that 3 in, there was a row of 4. That the third one in was a level 12.
Ooh,
so
ouch!
There I am, just going away, and still, level 10s is still killing my T9. So I got to the level 12 one, not realising, hit it, and it's like loss, and I'm like, loss? What the hell? I know you just did a server update, but what the hell did you do? And and I had a look, and that was like, 200,000 T9s. Obliterated. So it was
yummy,
nasty. So I've been healing them for like the last day, like since yesterday.
Yeah,
still going.
Yeah, that's hilarious. My biggest one yet was 22 hours for the CBCs. Oh, that was a rough one. I accidentally tried that I tried a 9% suffer, whatever, the 10% one or whatever it is. I was just like, maybe, maybe. No, there's not. It's not happening. 6, you could do 6 and 3. 6, you'll still lose a ton of troops.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
3's not so bad though. You can get away with doing 3%. But anyway, thanks for being here, brother.
All good, man.
Awesome. Drud, Mr. Doctor. I mean, Mr. Whew, that was a close call. Dr. Drud. Actually, I'm just gonna call you Mr. Doctor. What's up, man? That's fine, I guess. I did my PhD, but you're calling me Mister.
Out here drinking.
Oh, nice.
I don't. I'm actually not a doctor. I'm an electrical engineer.
Yeah, I figured. But you were doing what? Sorry, I cut you off there. You're out drinking? I didn't even hear you.
Well, nowhere, and I can't give no service.
Oh. Yeah, you're breaking up real bad. Just go ahead and mute yourself before we all have aneurysms.
He's definitely drinking.
there's definitely slurring of words there. That's what it sounds like when you've been overserved, my friends. Okay. Awesome to have you, Drud. If your service gets back working again, we'll unmute you there. But ECMF, hello. Hey.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
I can hear you too.
Awesome. How you doing?
Yeah. I'm good. How are you?
So good. Thanks for dropping the line in that Alliance chat there. Appreciate that. One less thing that I got to do that I actually forgot to do.
I saw that.
Yeah, appreciate that. Thank you.
I got you.
Awesome. Green, how are you?
Yo.
Hey, brother. All good in Australia?
Yeah. Well done, mate. Well done.
Did I crush it or what?
Crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. Yeah, we're good here, mate. Starting to dry up now.
Oh, okay, good. That's good. That's good. You're alive and not underwater yet.
Couple of days off, so
Sweet. That'll be fun. We'll occupy your days off with tiling around AC1 with your farms soon enough.
yeah. I've been waiting for.
I'm about out. I think maybe I have 2 or 3 left, but the ones that I can find, some of my farms I have no idea which device they're on or what the login information is anymore. So, but yeah, we'll get on that. I'll talk to you a little bit later about that. Thanks for being here, Green.
Copy.
Yep. Kai, how are you doing?
Ooh, I'm solid. How about you?
Oh, so good.
Nice.
Great to have you here, my friendo.
Thanks. Of course. Likewise, good to be here. Excited to hear all about this serious attack strategy business.
Yeah, it should be good. I mean, nothing probably new, but we'll see what we can come up with. Mar, hello, Mar.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm very well, actually. Thank you. How are you?
I am doing awesome. I have a poutine on the way. It's getting delivered to me as we speak. So I'm very excited about that. A poutine. Oh yeah, do you guys even have those?
What?
It's delicious. It's delicious, and just Google it and then be sad that you don't live in a land that has poutines.
Is that fries and stuff?
That's right. You got it. Yeah. Fries, gravy,
Fries, cheese and stuff.
Cheese, and there's this place here in town.
Hold on. So,
yeah,
real quick, how do you spell that?
Poutine. So Poutine. It's French. Well, it's Quebecois anyway. I don't know if it's real French.
Poutine.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like the Russian. Yeah, close to the Russian guy. Yeah, that's right.
No. I mean it. Like that's
Oh,
how
I
you
know.
say it.
I know.
Quebecois.
That's also pretty close to how you say good old Russia, man.
Yeah, good. Our man over there.
Our friend and comrade. Where is Gur, by the way? Is anyone else missing Gur's beautiful voice?
I got the lovely opportunity to speak with him in AC chat the other day.
He's like a majestic unicorn now.
Yes.
He better come back for the wars. Oh,
He said he will.
I need my dose of Gur. Awesome. Well, thanks for being here, Mar.
You're very welcome.
We got Metal. What up, Mr. Metal?
What's up, bro? How's it going?
Oh, so good, man. How you doing today?
Hey, not bad. Had a good sleep.
Sweet.
Guys, come to that part where you can keep the resources going for a long time. Do it very often.
Oh, yeah. Nice. So you can actually sleep again. You don't have to set that 2-hour alarm and wake up every 2 hours.
It reminds me of strawberries and farmware.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. RC is kind of like that, actually.
Intense.
Yeah, great to have you here tonight, my friend. Looks like we just had Gunther. Gunther, can you hear me? Gunther D from WOV Alliance and State 258. Look at you changing your name all cool like. Well, we'll see if we can't get you connected here, Gunther. One of our moderators here will reach out to you. I think we were trying the other day, but good to have you here anyway. Hopefully you can hear us. If not, we'll hopefully get you connected. And then we have a special guest. Look at this, Merc. Is that you, Merc?
What's up, dude? I'm just here to watch because I don't know what this game is. Is that fine with you?
Yeah, brother.
Kind of professional, so I didn't want to.
Yes,
bother.
cool.
Oh no, dude. Let's not. Don't throw the professional around. Okay, that word's a little too intense for our liking. But no, we are organized. We'll go with organized. How about? We're just a bunch of goofballs that enjoy a game. But yeah, more than welcome to check it out. It's a fun game.
All right, I'll be watching then.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for being here. He plays League of Legends with me, guys. So thanks for being here, man. That reminds me, We crushed it, 2-0. I played earlier with him today, 2-0, that's right. Okay, anyway, back to this game. Rise of Empires. Okay, so we got everyone in. Yep, sweet. So yes, the format again for tonight will be the same as always. We're going to talk about attack and pathing for the first 15-20 minutes, something like that. Probably not too long, actually. Probably even just 10 minutes, because there's nothing terribly new. Maybe some Destroyer Shout stuff, but we've talked a lot about Destroyer Shout, so nothing probably new there. But after that, then we'll open up to any questions that anyone has about some attacking. And during that time, too, the question period for this topic, you can also, if you have ideas of strategies, whether you're from, looks like it's mostly our team except for Core, right? Oh, Gunther's here too. So yeah, if you have any strategies that you'd thought of and you want to share with the group, that'd be awesome. We'll just kind of open it up to questions and strategies that you thought of for Season 2. Maybe involving that Destroyer Shout, maybe involving some other stuff with the extra specialization points. Yeah, we'll talk about that stuff a little bit. But then we'll have a break for 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and just hang out and chat some more. Any general questions about the game, or just if you want to see something, the nice thing is if the screen share, if you're not watching the screen share, if you click my name, BrotherW, there, and then click on watch stream, you can see that in Discord there. Or we're also streaming on YouTube, I believe. Let me just double check it's live. Yeah, it looks like it's live. And Mar, our good friendly moderator Mar, is over there. So if you have any questions and you're watching on the YouTube side, just post them there and Mar will get my attention. Appreciate that, Mar. Thank you, and thank you, Kai, for being moderator in Discord tonight. Awesome. Let's dive in. So attack side. So we already went over. Yesterday we did defense. So if you missed that, just hit up the YouTube there and the channel, and you'll find a video about that. But today will be all about attacking. So let's start with. Here, I want to do something fun, actually. Let's start with this. Hey, CorCat, you there?
Yeah, man.
I'm going to take a look at your AC1. Is that cool?
Go for it, mate.
Which corner are you in, so I don't have to spend time watching?
Same corner as
South.
last year,
Okay.
last season.
Did you guys get right in the corner, or GD7 got it again?
No, we GD7 and us are next to each other, so we're just up from the corner. So in the corner there's GD8, and then you go up to the left, and we're the next one.
Okay, yeah, YY2. Oh, up to the left. Okay. Perfect. So here we'll take a look at cores here. So yeah, the attacking side of stuff is pretty straightforward. Nothing too crazy. The idea is that, especially for the first war, everyone's kind of on the same playing field because we don't have any tiles in any state. So as you all know, there's 4 zones of the map, right? There's the outside desert, then I think the next one's called plains, and then forest and dark forest, perchance. But anyway, it's just the different levels, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the mud. So rally points can be placed in zone 1, and so anywhere in zone 1 can be placed a rally point. So that's why on the defense side, we talked about yesterday, it's very important to have some kind of structure with your buildings so that rally points can't be placed right beside an AC. And rally points are 3x3, as we all know. So that's 3 tiles wide and 3 tiles tall kind of thing. So it could be placed, one could be placed right there potentially. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that could be a spot for a rally point, basically. But anywhere in zone 1, and ideally, obviously, RoG and their fellow statesmen will fill this all in eventually. But that's the idea, that you want to get these rally points as close to ACs as possible, right? So that you don't have to path for as far and they don't have as much time to react on defense. So just that's pretty standard, nothing new from that. It'll be all the same there. But the one thing new, I guess, on the attack side that we should mention, we've talked a lot about it a ton already, but if you go into menu, go into alliance, and then go into building, there's this new Destroyer Shout, right? So the Destroyer Shout is a unique new shout for Season 2. And first, it can only be cast by the Guardian. So if you go to your members, this person right here that is assigned that title of Guardian, so Bibble for our team, is the only person that will be able to cast that during war. So make sure that person is online. That'd be unfortunate if they're not online. But yeah, make sure they're online or switch it to someone that will be online. But if we go back to that building menu and see the destroyer shout, it gives you a little description of what it does. Basically, it'll clear out a 5x5. Now, it won't clear honor structures or ACs, obviously, but it will clear tiles and castles, right? It just basically blows a hole in the ground. 5x5 wide. So let's say we were channeling that destroyer shout right there. 5x5, we could put it right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even if there was tiles here, even if there's castle here, we can channel that destroyer shout. And I believe it even tells us, right, if we go into there. No, it just tells us how long we have to use it. So within 10 minutes after use. So basically, how it works is the moment the Guardian casts it, in the alliance chat of that province, there'll be a notice like this person is channeling a very strong shouter. I can't remember the exact wording, but basically it'll be like a system message saying that this person is channeling this, and it'll give that person's location. And then so that'll be a good attack strategy, obviously. Now, typically, it has, I've seen it used in other ways other than Zone 1, but it's usually used in Zone 1 to clear a spot for a rally point, because if you remember later on in the season, or even early in the season, some of the really organized states, and I'm sure 341 will be this way. Well, they weren't that way the first war last season. They weren't really organized and covered their bases because we had some fun with them that first war. But they will be this war, I'm sure. And so there won't be spots to just put a 3x3 rally point, probably. There might be, though, because, you know, there's only a week and there's a lot of ground to cover, so never rule that out. If you don't have to use the destroyer, don't, because it takes 5 minutes and you're giving away your entire plan at that point. So definitely on the attack side, the first and foremost thing I would do is, well, what I do is 48 hours before the war is coming, I go over and I just kind of scout out the opponent. So obviously, if war was 48 hours out and we were going to fight ROG, if they were in our bracket and we're like, okay, is this a good potential target? Well, yes. There's a lot of free space. Like I said, there's more than 48 hours. And even in 48 hours, they can clean up a lot of that free space, right? That's like 5-6 rotations of stamina? Yeah, that word. Stamina. So they'll be able to checker out this and make sure that there's no open spots. But if there happens to be, right, they might miss one. So you can find a good spot and rally point, just drop a rally point. So right here on these buildings, and then you can go in right away. But as far as that destroyer shout goes, the idea is that it'll all be checkered. So here, this is a good example. If all everywhere was like this, then we would have to... Here, 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. Hey, Core, do you want to take over this destroyer shout for a second? I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
Yeah, so pretty much what I was talking about is obviously the 5x5. So as you can see that right now we've got a couple of tiles clumped together and there's no buildings near it. So even if there's a castle sitting there where our Pijara is, with the destroyer shout, if they're in range, they can deploy that destroyer shout and they can blow those tiles away, essentially. So what it does is if there's castles or even if there's tiles in the way, as long as no honor structures, they can deploy that Guardian shout and it will essentially RoC shout those tiles and castles out of the way, and the castles they won't be in ruin, they'll just go, and then there'll be a 5x5 square of tiles that are then in protection, and only the team who deployed the RoC shout can drop a rally point there and then drop 3 or 4 castles, however many can fit, and then essentially start tiling from that rally point straight away. So that's why you got to have some good strategies in place to obviously counteract that exact thing. So that'll be one thing we're doing in 343 over the next 2 days. So obviously we haven't done a lot of tiling around just yet, but that'll be what we do. Yeah.
Did you say after you use the shout that the tiles will be under protection?
Yes. So the person who's defending, so say if TTT deployed that on us, then we wouldn't be able to immediately tile to those tiles and take them back and, you know, block off any rally points or anything, because they'll be in a 5-minute protection. But in that 5 minutes, the team who deployed it can drop their rally point and they can port their castles into that 5x5 square. So the only thing that the defending side could do is tile around that 5x5 square and potentially RoC shout any castles away to stop them from tiling so close. Once that 5 minutes is up, though, then sure, you can go and tile over it like normal, like a normal out of protection tile can do. But that's a good example there. That's, you know, obviously, you know, we've just been tiling with a few of our smaller members that are around AC1 now. There's only 10 of them left, and that's not the best strategy to have the tiles like that, square like that. You want to spread out the tiles to have, you know, the checkered pattern. So, you know, taking one, empty one, taking one, empty one, you know, running, you know, horizontal and vertically down the map and across the map. But yes, you can definitely, the advantage to deploying that destroyer shout, if it's successful, is that the defending side can't take it back straight away. And that you can port your rally points and castles into there. So I think a few things that I've seen that, you know, sometimes other states that are a bit older who've done YouTube videos on this too, you know, they sort of do one destroyer shout. If they're successful, they drop a rally point and drop a few castles into that first 5x5. But then they also do another destroyer shout just off to the left so they can put in, you know, another 6 or 7 castles. And that's how they're a little bit more successful. Because even with 3 castles, if they drop a destroyer shout and a rally point, if you have a good number of defenders around your AC and there's just those 3 castles that are close by trying to tile towards you, you can do a fair bit of defending and be pretty successful. Like, unless there are, you know, ridiculously strong player like Dangle Shots in our state, you'll be able to hold them off for a good period of time so that you can sort of re-strategize and organize what you're going to do. But yeah, as you can see, the biggest thing for us with those, the ring structure, and one of the things that I've been making sure that our guys are doing in RoG is obviously making sure you have tiles within those rings. So, you know, around our AC2, we made this mistake and we've had to be fixing it the last few hours, is just making sure that there's tiles within those rings. So that obviously if we're attacking on the attacking team and we're attacking someone, say, you know, Rogue's attacking TTT, and you guys have the rings set up and all that sort of stuff, that's really good strategy. But if you don't have any taken tiles that are your alliance tiles within those rings, the purpose of those rings, which are to, you know, slow people down and, you know, put a tile in 5-minute protection to almost slow their roll from getting towards you, it doesn't work, because you need tiles in each of those lines that you can, you know, take in front of them so that you stop them, you know, getting a roll on and getting towards your alliance center. So just making sure that there's tiles within those rings, those defensive rings set up, that's very important to mention too. Awesome. Yes, that's pretty much the destroyer shout.
Perfect, Cor. Thanks so much for that. Appreciate that.
All good, mate.
I don't know what you said, but I'm sure it was great. Yes, awesome. So we'll move on from destroyer shout. Everyone good with destroyer shout for attack side?
Yeah. Thank you.
That was a good point too, Cor, with the double. So yeah, that's a good strategy. Drop one, and then if you're successful with that one, then obviously you'll probably be successful with the next one. Then you just have to wait like 5 minutes again, and then you can get, you know, instead of 3 castles, you'll have 9 or something in there potentially. And that'll be a lot harder to defend against that. So yeah, awesome. That's good there. So the basic thing, I think there was someone, I want to say it is, I want to say their name was like Ragnarok Lothbrok, but he wasn't the one in our state. I don't think the one in our state exists anymore. anyway, there's a guy that was asking about some like attack strategies and how to guarantee that you like win each war. Now, obviously, there's no guarantee in war that you'll win it, but some strategies for this attacking is basically what you're doing in this week is going to pay dividends for you able to win wars. So like Core said, he's already into zone 3, right? So are you the highest, Tyler, on your team, Core? Do you got a couple people up there?
No, we've got some that are just pushing 12s.
Oh, nice.
Just pushing 11s. So
wicked.
Some are a bit more ahead of me.
Yeah. It's tough being R5 to get up there for sure. So perfect. So they're basically in zone 4. So that's good. That's where you want to be because so if we're fighting RoG, I imagine their ACs are in a line, possibly on the other side too. But their other ACs will be right around here somewhere. There it is, AC3, right? So then you have an option there. You can mess around with that destroyer shout, just occupy some time. Maybe they defend it, maybe they don't. That's a great strategy there. But this is my concept for attack. The more things you have going on at the same time in their state, the harder they're going to have to defend it. Does that make sense, guys? So, does it make sense though, guys? Guys and gals?
It does. Pardon me,
Okay.
sorry. I'm like typing in AC chat.
Okay. No worries. I thought everyone fell asleep for a second there, but we're back. All right.
Never. This is scintillating content, sir.
Okay. So then the idea would be like if you like the perfect strategy in my mind is if you have a few members, 5 to whatever, how many you have online. If you had enough members online to go for all 4 ACs at the same time, you're bound to get one of them in my mind, right? Now for the first war, obviously that's not going to be exactly possible. You won't be getting to people's AC 3s and 4s probably in this first war coming up on Tuesday, I think it is. But actually, that's a good point. Let's just take a look at that real quick. So if you go to events, and then starting soon, our first war is in 5 days from now. So the idea is for that there won't be, but in general, just for attacking in general, the idea is that, here, let's go back to our state real quick, because then we can more simulate it for what it would look like. So if someone's coming to attack us, right, these ACs will be red and they'll see them. So basically, the idea is that you've prepped a little bit in the 2 days before that war, or at least a day before that war, and you have some tiles hopefully close into... Oh, look, Elvis just got to level 11s. Nice, good job, Elvis. So anyway, you've prepped a little bit, and you have some tiles hopefully close-ish, like 50 to 100 to 150, somewhere in that range, to all of their ACs. I mean, AC1's not a big deal, but I mean AC2 and 3 and 4. And that's the benefit of Season 2 is you can basically get to AC4 like second war if you fought this in the same state as the first war, right? If you plan that out kind of well that way. And so the idea is that you would attack. This is what I think, in my opinion, the best strategy for attacking is you're sending 4 teams to every AC, because not a lot of people we went against did that, or any, except for one team, VXI. They're phenomenal. I always forget what state YETI's in, or actually I can just see in the rankings, can't I? Because they're way up there in the rankings. Yeah, they're number 2. 344. That's right. So they're super organized team. They have a lot of members online. I think they had 47 or 50 when we fought them, double how many we had. So they had enough people to defend. They had some other people in their state that were helping them defend at some other ACs. They had enough people at their AC1 to defend. But then they had 4 teams going to each one of our ACs. And so we stopped them at a couple, maybe 3 and 4, and then they got through at 1 and 2 or something. You just whittle the defenders down with all these different places that they have to focus, and then all the big castles can't be at every place at the same time, right? So even if you're a smaller team like ourselves in TTT and we don't have any T9s, if we have enough people online and we can spread the C25s with T9s out very, very thin and they can't group up into one area, then we potentially can get around them a little bit and get to these ACs all at the same time. Does that make sense, guys? So attacking all 4 ACs simultaneously if you have the personnel.
Of course, it will help.
Definitely.
And that's literally what we're shooting for in TTT every single war. So now how to accomplish that, right, is because obviously that would be awesome if it happened everywhere, but how do we accomplish that and how do we make it happen more often than not? That comes to our what we call our path making team, led by Elrena herself. So there's Elle is one of the captains, and probably another one that will help if she's not around, or if they need to split up or something will be Bless or Asgard. And so basically the idea is that so while stuff is happening at AC1, you drop some rally points potentially here, like if you're going for AC2 and you don't have tiles there yet, you drop a rally point there, get some pathers going right away towards AC2. Then you have a couple more pathers off of some tiles maybe you had around this area, pathing towards AC3, and some more tiles over here, pathing. So basically a lot of tile taking and occupying. So for that to work, you need to be taking and occupying tiles in other people's state, right? And how we did it last year will probably be the same that we do it this year. I will kind of see, and I'm open to suggestions on that too. Basically what we did was people picked a preferred state. So basically we had like, so in our bracket this year, so we're 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 7 states, and what happens is we have 95 members. So if we divide those 95 members up by 7, then that many members would be in each state, and they are only focusing on taking tiles in that state so that we can get a strong foothold in every state instead of just a couple that are within our bracket. Because what we found in TTT, it was very hard to maneuver. Like if we happen to win a war, then we're pushed up to the next bracket and we're all new states that we're not in yet. It was very hard to win the next war. So if we just have people later on, it will take a week or 2 or 3 till we get fought a war, at least in every state. But then we'll have people that are focusing directly on keeping tiles and pathing towards ACs of people in zone 2, 3, and 4, and then holding those tiles. And the strategy there is just to not leave your long bridge, right? You don't want your massive long bridge left there. You just want to like path for, I typically do like path for 15 tiles, drop all those tiles, save 1, then path for another 15, drop those, save 1. So you have 1 every like 15k or 20k, right? So it spreads it out a little bit more. They have to try a little bit harder to find them, right? It's not just, oh, there's a massive bridge here, let's go clean that, right? Because they're actively cleaning these, and they're always looking in between wars for purple tiles to clean. And if their states working together, then even harder to hold those tiles. But if right from the get-go, now in TTT we didn't start like this hyper organized way of securing these tiles till very late in the season. I don't remember when it was, guys, but it was probably like the last couple weeks, wasn't it? Last 3 weeks potentially.
About so, yeah.
Yeah, like if we can get it started earlier, it'll just make it a little bit easier later in the season when it comes down to crunch time, when you're really pushing for top 10, top 5, top 3, whatever you're going for kind of thing. If we can get these footholds early in the states and then always be popping online, if you're a cleaner, you check to see if there's any tiles to clean, probably not a ton, and then you'd go over and look in other states. So that will require obviously teleports and all that stuff, and RoC is very teleport intensive, and that's why like COP came first. And if you're crushing COP and getting your hourlies properly, then that shouldn't be as big of an issue. And if you've max zone commemoration, most importantly, it won't be an issue at all. So that is the idea with the prep side of attacking, and then the attacking is just straightforward, just path and then like branch out, right? If someone stops you, then you just branch a little bit. So I think that's what we'll go with for now. Like I said, nothing crazy new besides that destroyer shout. Just we need to get better at what we were already doing in season 1. If you can just get better at that, then I think we can be a little bit more successful in our alliance, and then whatever team you're on too, I think it'll help you also. Awesome. How's that sound? Like that? Love it? Delicious?
Love it. Delish.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay.
Info
Well,
smash.
yeah,
Yes,
done. Done. So, yeah. Let's open up to questions or strategy talk or anything that you guys want to say specifically about pathing for attacking and winning those wars through attacking. I just wanted to mention we have YETI popped in. Hello, YETI. How are you, brother?
Finally made it for one of the nightly streams.
Yeah, no, it's a busy first week, so no worries, brother.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thanks for being here, man. Okay, Mar, looks like you're trying to say something potentially.
I was just wondering, if we haven't been at war with a specific state, so we haven't dropped a rally point, how can we start tiling in that specific state?
We can't. So yeah, like I said, I maybe said it very quickly, but like it won't be possible till like a couple weeks. Like I don't know. It like basically, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So after 7 wars, potentially you could be in every state. So after the first couple weeks, you could be in every state. So by week 3, then you could employ that strategy of focusing directly onto one state. Great question, though. Great question. Good to clarify that for sure.
Now, I'm not sure, but I remember, isn't there an ability that allows you to put something in there that allows you to, tile off of it?
Just the rally point. Is that what you mean, Dread?
Yeah. I mean, I was only available for field, their
Yeah,
their
it was.
attack time was 2 a.m. So
Yeah,
it was kinda
reset
crazy.
+8. Yeah. So yeah, you'll have a lot more enjoyable time for the wars, because we're at reset here. But yeah, so basically, yeah, so that's good too for any beginners, and then also for anyone that maybe didn't war a ton in the first season. Basically, how it works is you'll pop into when this thing gets down to 0. Events. Starting soon. This countdown will get down to 0, then a new thing will pop up in the in progress ones saying like total war, like something like that, right? That I believe that will pop up over here. And then you'll click on that, and then if you're an R4, then there's a declaration button or a whatever button. What's it? It says something. Anyway, a button down here in the bottom right you click on, and then you can declare on in your bracket 5 above, 5 below, or you can find an opponent with stone. But basically 5 above, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 below. So those people are in our bracket, right? Ooh, there's Fox. Fox is in there. That's awesome. TWC's in there too. YY2's in there. Cool. Not quite. Can't do math. But we have a ton of other new people that we've never fought before that, so that's going to be exciting. But yeah, I imagine we'll probably be somewhere in this for the first war. Like maybe we'll move up a little bit. We might even move down. I think we were 15 yesterday, and it looks like OPE overtook us. So, but it doesn't matter. Regardless of that, what'll happen there, Drud? So you declare obviously on that. The R4s will take care of that declaration. R4s and myself, and then you can place rally points. So you can place 3 rally points, and that's this 3x3 thing that basically allows you to tile off of. You just get to drop this big square of tiles, and then you can bridge off of that. And you can place 3 at a time in the enemy state, but you can only place it in the state that you declare war on. Does that make sense, brother? Hopefully. Anyway, so for instance, like if we declared war on Fox or something like that, then we would only be able to place this rally point in zone 1. So if we go back out to the world map again, zoom all the way out. So if we were in 340, we would only be able to place it in here. So we'd obviously want to place it somewhere as close to their AC1 as possible. But then as we do that, typically how we would roll is we'd drop another one here, and then our pathers would start going, and potentially we'd drop another one on the other side of the map just to get some tiles into the state that they're not really paying attention to. But that's typically more at the last like 30 minutes is what we would do there. Just to get some tiles across the map that they don't know are there, and then you potentially could sneak up on them in a later war. But yeah, that's generally how it is there, Druds. Hopefully that answers your curiosity about that. But yeah, it's called a rally point and only is available to use during those total war times.
By the way, sometimes you are breaking up.
Yeah, we'll have to... Kai, you want to hop servers? It's perfectly clear on YouTube, so that means it's all Discord. It doesn't break up like one time at all.
Change.
Thank you. So, yeah, and I don't even know if it's breaking up for everyone. It like YouTube, or Discord, I should say. Their servers are not as strong as like a big company like YouTube and Google and stuff. So,
Microsoft is purchasing Discord.
ooh,
so
that should be exciting.
Wait, is that confirmed already?
I just heard this as a rumor. Perhaps I should double check my sources.
I heard, I heard that, and then I think Amazon was also trying to buy it.
Ooh,
Oh shit! Okay,
dope.
well, let's stay tuned with this situation.
Yeah, well, we might get a way better servers in the near future, guys, because those are
We
big
want
companies.
Microsoft, by the way. We want
Yeah.
Microsoft.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
like,
agree.
That
I agree.
wasn't already clear.
Let's focus on a company that knows about computers and servers and all that stuff already. Yeah, no, awesome. That would be exciting. But yeah, just if it does break up, just see if you can't, yeah, definitely bring it to my attention. But if it's breaking up a ton for whoever you are, we'll try and hop servers around, but we can't go too far out of the States. If we go out of the United States servers, then it'll get real bad because I'm closer to those ones being in Canada. So yeah, sorry for us you Australian folk over there. Sometimes that'll happen. Okay, so yeah, any other questions, comments, strategies, any thoughts about this topic? We're almost to our break. We got about 5 minutes to break, so probably time for one question if someone's got something.
So I got some input. Who's speaking? You can go ahead.
Go ahead. No worries. Mine will take time.
All right. So I know right now, like, so we're in the preparation week. I don't know if there's a lot of alliances here right now. Guys that are not doing it. I know here in VXI, we're pushing for the prep week we're getting our guys, especially the attack guys, to push for tile levels. Getting those rock buildings upgraded and pushing for tile levels.
Yes, sir. That is very, very smart. I love that. And it's a little bit easier, right, YETI, this time around because you already got specialization, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's super awesome. What is your guys' in VXI? How high are you guys right now? Like 11, 12s?
Yeah, we're at 11s for sure. I think we're
Dope.
pushing 12s, maybe 13s.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We
For the record, everyone, that is day 4 of prep week.
yeah, they're crushing it. Yeah. That's awesome.
We're trying to hold on to that number 2 spot. I know it's gonna be rough at the start. Get a
Yeah.
lot of the other bigger alliances.
Dude,
But,
though, if you guys could hang on to that, if you could stay top 5 for all season, that'd be dope.
yeah, it would be nice. But yeah, I was just put that out there for the smaller alliances. If you're not doing it, everyone push for tile levels.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't, like, you want to go through the first and second wars or through the first week, pushing like 7 and 8s, like zone 2 area.
Yeah, it'll be rough.
Want to be getting into zone 3 because if you can get AC 3s in the first week of war into the second week, you'll have a lot more success.
Agreed. That's a great point there. YETI, he's gone. Oh, he's back. Hello. He's back.
Yep. Yeah, wrong button.
Yeah, no worries. That's a great point. And on that note, I forgot to give our tiling MVP some praise for our TTT Alliance. Mr. Metal still holds it. But you got overtaken. What the heck's going on here, Metal?
Specialization points. Now they're coming. Now they're making a big difference.
Yeah. Yeah,
They
well.
will take 11s while I can't.
Yeah, oh, you're still on 10s?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just barely got 11s though. He just barely got 11s just right now on the live stream. I saw it take over.
I'll probably get him today, but it's gonna take a few hours.
Gotcha. Well, yeah. So like a state like VXI sounds like they're a little bit ahead of us, and even a state like 344, and then also 343 sounds like they're a little bit ahead of us too. But I mean that shows up right in the rankings if you just look, right? Because this is based on tiles and stuff like that. So if you just look, they're all above us, and we're doing fine. Like I'm not overly concerned, but definitely by time war comes, we all need to be as close to 12s as humanly possible. So keep pushing TTT, because that, just like YETI said, that's a great strategy, because obviously it won't be used in the first war, but potentially in the second war, third war, fourth war, by at least the second week, you want to be able to be hitting AC 3s, potentially even AC 4s if you got a bunch of tiles laid out in there. And that's possible, and it'll give you that advantage. And then the destroyer shout won't be such a big deal, because if they're maybe dropping a destroyer shout at your AC1 and you're taking their AC4, well, you're going to be well ahead of them in points at that point. So, and they probably will abandon that strategy just to stop you at AC4, because it's very important not to lose your AC4, or at least the buildings anyway. Like one building, I think it was last. Like one building at AC4 was equal to like 5 buildings at AC1, right? So maybe even more than that actually, because they're just worth so much more. They have so much more honor value. But yeah, VXI is doing awesome. Good job there. You guys are doing phenomenal. That's good. Hell Alliance and 341's also doing great. It'll be exciting. It looks like 335's a powerhouse, eh? They've got 2 in the top 3. That's pretty crazy. And then 332 also. Yeah, these new ones in our bracket are all just crushing, it looks like. And then we got 343 is in there. They're doing great too. So yeah, 344 was in last season. They're doing phenomenal. And then 343 was also in last season. They're also doing great. So that's good to see. Oh, and then HED's in there too. Nice. And then yeah, we got a whole bunch of other new people in here from 335, 329, 332. And then there's Fox, and then us and OPE. And Rag, look, we're all pretty close there. So we're doing great. Keep up the great work. Just keep pushing those tiles. One thing I will mention about tiling, just remember, like, I think I mentioned this before, but every time you're going to the next zone, the one before is always super scarce, so don't get caught up in like getting all 8s before you go to 9. It's not going to happen. It will literally drive you insane trying to make that happen. Okay, like just get as many 7s and as close as you can, and just keep pumping those resources, because it doesn't matter. Obviously the 8s would be great, and that'll push you up in the rankings and all that jazz, sure. But with everyone going for all 8s at the same time, we run into a lot of problems, and it gets tricky, and there's no point to stress over that stuff, because just remember back, it's the same stress level last season, and then literally by the time wars come around, no one cares anymore. Okay, you have other states to tile in, you have other places you can go, so just, I know it's annoying this first week and everything, but honestly, like, I don't know if you guys notice what I'm doing, but I'm literally off by myself, like going in a direction alone without anyone nearby. So
like, I'm really struggling with this, and especially because we want to get to level 12 before the first war.
Right.
So it's like, this is when it like really matters, it feels like.
No. Well, that is true to an extent, but also just remember, like, okay, I'll explain this to you here very quickly if I can. So like, okay, a 7. So basically it's about resources and upgrading your buildings that are going to push you. Right? Now, obviously a 7 and 8, you're going to get more from an 8 than a 7. But not like hundreds of thousands more an hour. Right? Like, so if you could just like secure all 7s and have a couple 8s, that's good. But don't fret too much about having all 8s, because ultimately there's not a huge difference. 50 an hour is not going to like break the bank. I mean, times that by 32, yeah, it adds up for sure. But I promise you, It'll be a lot easier than you think once we get going. And then it's just because we're all like bottlenecked at zone 2 to 3. Well, the majority of us, right? And as soon as you push over to 9, then you'll be able to breathe again. You'll be able to breathe again because you can just leave. You can leave the immediate area you're at and you can go right to our AC3 and just haul ass to wherever you want over here. Right? So it gets bottlenecked always and it's stressful and all that stuff. But ultimately, just remember, just the goal is simply this with tiling. And I'm not doing a perfect example of this and I'm 80th. So, but if you're doing it properly, you'll have like pretty much full as often as possible. And ideally in your abandoned farm, non-functioning quarry and your shabby distillery. So I would have 32 of those 3. Ideal situation, and it doesn't even matter if they're all 8s or even 7s, right? You just want to be pumping through as many resources as possible in that, because ultimately, as long as you're keeping your productions full, as long as you're not running out of resources, then you don't have to worry too much about it, right? And in the beginning, it does feel like you're running out often and you have to come back in and refresh, but just do the best you can. Like, look at this. Like, I got not a lot left, right? But then when I get down low like this, I'll let it go for probably half an hour or something. And then I'll just switch over to the other side, right? Switch over, I'll drop this one out right now. Switch over to these other 2, right? Because they're piling up because I'm not using them as much, right? So just, it's definitely a balancing act and it gets frustrating, I know. And there's many alliances in the state and all that stuff. So I definitely understand, but just do your best to not get frustrated. And if it is really frustrating you, I promise you the best thing you can do for that is just put your phone down and leave the fucking game. Because it is fucking annoying, especially if like you've pathed, like even it's happened to me already in this season. I've pathed towards some and then all of a sudden they're gone when I come back on in 8 hours or whatever. And that it's okay. Just remember.
Like every time.
Yes, I know. It's very frustrating. So honestly, Elle, like I'm over here by myself. Like I'm just chilling over here by myself. I'm making these long ass bridges and it takes a lot of time and a lot of stamina, but I'm making like a 10 tile bridge just to get to an 8 over here. Like, and it's worth it in the sense that this is why I switched my specialization specifically to the way I did personally, based on I'm only at level 20, but I did 17, so I opened the queues, and then I did these ones for tiles because I'm taking and abandoning all day long. Like, I'm not holding tiles and waiting for resources. Like, as soon as they should actually be at 100. Yeah, so my 3 legions here, I use this one to gather resources for my farms, keep my gold up. But these 3 I use for tiling. And so basically what I would do if I was going to start this venture of tiling right now is I would just go into here and I would drop all 26. Right? And then I would start a bridge again. Because that way you don't get cluttered up with other people. You can bridge out. Now, it's not the most effective way to increase your influence, but for me, it just is a little bit more therapeutic, and it still gets the job done eventually, right? And you're not getting stressed out because, you'll bottleneck at the zones every single time. You'll bottleneck at 8, you'll bottleneck at 11, you'll bottleneck all that stuff, right? So
what was that specialization?
Oh, sorry, yeah. So if you go into the specialization hub, click on specialization, click on the blue, so you have you have the blue, so you open your queues, and then we talked about a couple different things here depending on what level you're at. So what level are you at specifically, Elle?
I think 21.
Okay, so this could be a strategy for you. It depends what you're focusing on. Like, if you're not willing to drop all your tiles like I am and take them all back, then you maybe don't want to go this one, because every plus territory battle honor gain. So every time you take a new tile, I get plus 9 honor, which is helping me push specialization levels faster. Now, if you're not dropping all your tiles like that and you're just focusing on upgrading your buildings, I would go to the left because you get more every time you're upgrading your buildings. Now, obviously I'm upgrading my buildings the whole time too, like they're slowly getting upgraded obviously, but it's just a less stressful way because I don't have time also to be like dealing with fighting over tiles with people. I literally don't have time for it. Like, I already got people on my back about setting their buildings on fire, but I'm just trying to not lose the first war, guys. Remember that? I'm sorry it costs you stone and stamina and stuff to repair, but also, wouldn't it suck ass to lose the first 7 wars in a row because we didn't have a freaking structure properly set up?
Don't say that.
Well, just remember that next time you want to complain about your building being on fire. But ultimately, like, just do your best, right? Just remember, like, just do your best. Like, and you're not gonna, if you're not at 12, it's not gonna be the end of the world. We don't literally need 95 people at 12. Okay, like, as long as we have a good handful of people at least at 12, that'll allow us to get into zone 4s as soon as possible. Like, yeah, of course it'd be great to have 95 people at level 12s, but it's okay, right? It happens. And plus, if you're free to play also, like if you're free to play or very limited spender, it's going to be even more frustrating, and that's why I've chosen to just do this is straight up Zen method, where it's just all my legions are 100, I drop 30 tiles, and then I take 30 more. And then I send them out to gather, and then I just do that every like 8, 9, 10 hours.
Nice.
That way I don't have to like plan this big old route, and as a free-to-play player, you're not ever going to be in the top rankings. It's not going to be possible. And so I'm not concerned about that. I'm just concerned about progression, right? And that should really be everyone's goal, is just progress, be moving up. And so like I had a goal for myself to get to level 9 tiles by the end of yesterday, and so I fell short a little bit. I think it was a little bit of a leap of a goal, honestly. But there's a couple of things that I personally could have worked on. I could have maxed it out, right? If I would have used a few more marches to max that out. I didn't know it wasn't maxed. I had some other stuff going on, clearly. But then just focus on what you can do better, and try and just avoid looking at how much it sucks in the area you're at. Maybe just move. Honestly, just fucking move your castle way the F over here. Like, that's what I did at the beginning. As you can see, no one was beside me, and then this Drud, hey buddy, you came to visit? But no one was here, so I was just pathing off out by myself, just doing my own thing, and some people have come and taken a few tiles, but not a big deal. I just keep going away. I keep trying to get farther and farther away from my own teammates at that point. And everyone kind of goes in the same direction typically, right? So if you kind of go counter the normal way, it relieves some of that anxiety or stress around tiling. So I know it's annoying, and just remember though, once we get through prep week, you'll never think about it in that way again. You'll just be thinking about purple tiles. Right?
That's true.
So
Yes.
yeah. Hopefully that helps, El.
It does. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries. Anytime. Okay, let's hit a break here. We're a little bit over break time, but here we'll go 5-10 minute break. And if anyone has to leave, that's the majority of the bulk of the information about attacking and pathing. But if you want to stick around, we'll be at it again in 5-10 minutes. Be right back.
Sounds good.
Yes. Hard.
Okay, quick break time poll. Who here plays the game with their music on?
I do.
1-4.
The game music?
Yeah, the game music.
Yes.
Green. Green says him too.
In case, because then, like, you hear that sound that a castle landed next to you.
Oh.
Like, I leave the volume on loud at work, so I know like what's going on.
That's awesome.
Ringing somebody through. Everybody's like, "Stop what you're doing. I need to go to my phone." I just heard the sound.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yep, I do.
It depends on like how I feel that day. Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I need a little extra dopamine, so I want the sounds all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
So true. It's like so much more satisfying somehow when you hear the little ka-chings.
Yeah. Yeah. Ah, how wonderful.
Yeah. Yes. Got another one.
Yeah, no oranges, but I have heard the sounds.
Totally.
I got a season 2 hero. I don't know who they are.
Nice.
What?
You did? You did?
Yeah, I was surprised. I only had like 22 tickets or something.
Say it again. Sorry.
Who'd
You
you
got a
get?
season 2 hero
Yeah,
and you spent 22 tickets?
yeah.
Is it just
That's
like
amazing.
what CorCat was talking about? Is it like there's certain rarity of other season 2 heroes, or do they all have the same rarity?
Oh, I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't know
know.
how it works.
I'm gonna go look.
I got this Jade or something or other. Russia Rec? Shaneshasha. I don't know how to say the name.
I'm gonna call them that from now on. Rashasha.
Well, her name's Jade, so we'll go with that.
Yeah. Let's see who's that. Oh, Jade. Yeah, Jade Rock. Oh, Jade Rakshasa. Okay, there we go.
Okay, there we go.
That's awesome.
I'll
Nice.
stick with her.
And she's Footman.
Yeah, cool.
Right
Ooh,
on.
with like range flag
Congrats.
on skill too. Yeah, congratulations.
That's awesome. A BRB.
What'd you say?
A BRB.
Now I feel dumb for dumping all these wisdom medals into all these other heroes that I'll probably never use down the road.
You're like, I loved you and now I'm going to leave you.
Yeah.
CMFL, are you on 8s? Tile level 8s right now?
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
What up?
Oh, excellent. So quiet. So I was wondering what happened.
Yeah, you guys are having a grand old party without me, huh?
Yeah. Just did my
Actually,
project.
so early? Ah, yeah. It's a hero day, of course. Perfect time.
Awesome. Well, let's get back into it. I just had a delicious half a burrito. My wife got back from a little dinner date with some of her friends and had half a burrito for me, so that was fantastic.
Just taking the scraps.
Oh yeah, that's my life. Between my 3 kids and my wife, I'm good with just the scraps at that point.
Sure. I had a question actually earlier, but when you're ready, let me know.
Yeah, one sec.
If you start with a YouTube video.
Yeah. That's probably a good idea, eh? Let's do that to kick it off there, Mar. Good call. Let's switch the scenes here and get back onto the game.
Sorry, Metal.
Not at all. No problem at all.
All good. Should be good here in a few seconds there, Mar. All right, Metal. Go ahead, my friend.
Alright, we were talking about strategy for attacking as
Mhm.
well as pathing. What I'm noticing is the specialization points are getting extremely important.
Yep.
I wanted to talk about, in the green specialization, the one where you go for honor buildings. If you go up and below the honor, which is what southeast,
South.
southeast direction.
Green. So that's the resource specialization, is that right?
It's battle honors. It's in resource specialization.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
Battle honors.
And we go south and to the east. That's this way.
Yeah.
Oh, battle honors.
That's
Yeah.
where you go for your. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look up, and building navigation and field cartography. Marching speed towards honor structures plus 5%.
Ooh, interesting.
Plus 5% up to 15% on both. So pathers and attackers, I would think this would become very, very important when we're all rushing for tiles, trying to beat the opposition. So if you see this is a huge increase, 15% on one node up to, and then again another 15% after that.
On the
And
south
below
node too, yeah.
As well, and then you keep going, and then you get all. That's obviously the middle node is for resources, but then again, another 15% and another 15%.
Right.
It's a huge increase in pathing speed. You wonder why those guys were running. I believe they were using V.
Yeah, I mean, definitely when you're marching towards a building, and that's towards territories, and this one's towards the buildings. Yeah.
Yeah, one's towards territories and one's towards buildings. So we don't care much about, pathers can be worried about
The territory ones, yeah.
I mean, even attackers as such, we want to use when we are heading towards their AC. We need, what you call it. I mean, this is probably later on down the line, but in the beginning, the first war is obviously with the destroyer shell. We're going to be right there. There's no doubt. But when you're pathing towards their AC1 or AC2, I believe these would be very useful.
Yeah, well, this is also like the territories one is like useful in between wars also, like when you're like trying to overtake people or take back purples and all that jazz. That'd be good too. And so this, that's a good point, Metal. That's definitely a re-specialization, a reset that could be utilized there.
I think it's depends on your role during war.
Yep.
I mean, pathers and attackers, obviously, maybe even defenders. It really depends if you're looking for that speed.
Yeah, for the territories one for sure, that would be a good one.
Yeah. So if you see now, if you go back, I wanted to clear up one more thing. Actually, in the same one, up north, so you're having a tough time getting resources. There is one for, for us to get there. Now it depends what we're going to do. I mean, it depends. Are we looking for higher loyalty? Because it kind of offsets the higher loyalty one in blue with this one, where you can get a hell of a lot more resources.
Where are you thinking there, Metal? Where is it?
In the green one, up north now, in resource specialization.
Green
up north,
to straight to the north.
Yeah, towards the left. If you go up the north branch, go towards the left. The terrible hardtack and the chip marble production quantity plus 2.
Oh yeah, totally.
6. Then again, plus up to 6.
Right.
So, you really need to see where you're at the game and the exact specialization for you. So that's where I'm getting stuck now. Now I'm stuck between the higher loyalty, going right, blue, or the resources. I don't know which one I should do. So that's actually a question from my side. Right now I'm only getting 300 extra loyalty because I'm not reached the second node yet. To get higher specialization points, it's like 8 million XP that you got to get to the next point.
Right.
So I'm thinking of this leaving that 300 loyalty, and I've got to balance 6 points, reset, and put them into resource production. This is what I was thinking to myself.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to run the idea past you and see what do you think. Because,
let's make sure I'm on the same page as you. So you have one queue open.
You want me to share the screen? So
Yeah. Maybe let's do that. That'll be easier. Yeah. Let's share your screen.
Yeah. Then.
And I'll come take a look here, and we'll switch over to the page on YouTube. There we go. Here, I'll stop sharing, and then let's go look at metals here, everyone. Click on metals, watch screen. I will big size it, and then I will share it to YouTube here.
All right. Ready?
Yes, go for it.
So, if you see all of my 30 points, I'm here in the blue. I've opened one queue.
Okay.
And I pumped everything in blue, trying to get to, this one, United Research 1.
Yeah.
But now I'm thinking it's not the best idea. I think just going to here, which is United Research 1, is enough. And I've got these 6 points remaining. Because as you can see, to get to my next specialization, I need almost 3 million more XP. It's too high. I'm not, and even if I do bump it into the blue, I'm only going to get 75, no, not even 70, 75 more.
Yep.
So I will not be able to take an extra tile. It's not going to help me.
You unlocked your other buildings too? You already respec'd out of that? Okay.
Yeah, that's all done, yeah.
Yeah, so definitely those last 6 points should be somewhere else, because you're not even getting anything that useful, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I was thinking of bumping them into this, here, into the green.
If you're hurting on resources, are you always out of resources?
Yeah, I'm always out of resources.
Yeah, give it a shot.
I was thinking of bumping them in there. That was one for people who are trying to low on resources. Went through my mind. And the other thing is, when we go here, now I understand you told me chaos, RoC basically.
Yeah. It won't help you in like KE, but it'll help you in RoC stuff.
Of course.
Yeah.
So then, when you have siege resistance here, is that valid for both? Or is that only for
cavalry siege resistance? That's a good question. No, because up it would be for both. Because up, if you look up, it will say cavalry chaos resistance. So that one's specifically for that. So can you do that with every kind? Oh, you can, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I don't know for sure. I've never specifically tested the difference and like looked at the troops after or whatnot, looked at the buffs after. But like if we were just logically thinking about it, that's what I would say. Now, obviously, like when you're thinking of why go north when you could just go to the one to the right or something and get it for both, well, it maybe not is for chaos. I would say if they're making that distinction, then maybe it's for regular and not chaos.
Yeah, and here's the worst part. What's a cavalry? Siege, defense resistance. Oh, sorry, here you go. Siege defense resistance.
Yeah, so when, yes,
And then,
so
you have chaos.
yeah, so defense resistance will be when you're on defense, and then when like someone's attacking you, and then when resistance, you're still like your troops can still defend themselves when they're attacking also, so they still have some like defensive stats that come into play when you're the one attacking, right?
This is alright, okay.
Yeah, but ultimately, yeah, I would stay out of the red for now. But with what you're talking about specifically, like if you're hard for resources and during prep week is when you can mess around a little bit more as a spender, right? Because like I can't because I don't have any more resets, so I'm not gonna be trying out these other methods. I picked my line because it'll help me later on. I saw those marching speeds and whatnot and thought, okay, that could be something maybe to work towards. But still, it's like potentially like 10 levels away for me as a free-to-play player because I don't have any more resets, right? So it's a pipe dream at this point. But if you do have resets or you want to put your next points or whatever metal, I would say go up for you if you're struggling with resources. You can try them out. I mean, it's not a great deal, but it's something, right? 12% you could potentially get more.
Up to 12, yeah. But I won't. I mean, I've only got 6 points, so I want to know what combat experience.
What's that?
Right now.
So like when you
combat
fight,
experience.
go to your So go to your mail right now. Go to your mail to your battle reports. Yeah, your battle reports. Yeah, so back up one page though. Sorry, go back up and go down to the bottom. Sorry. No, back up one page out to the main mail.
Oh, to the
Yeah,
main mail, okay.
and then down to the Reign of Chaos battle reports.
Oh yeah, there we go. Okay.
You'll see you get XP, so click on one of them, you get XP. Not a great deal, but you get some each time you take a tile. Those three heroes, those two first heroes are maxed, obviously, but Heaven's Justice is not, so he's getting XP.
Oh, so he's getting XP. Okay, so it's hero. Alright, I was just wondering what XP. Alright.
Yeah, so specifically the heroes, yeah. Yeah, great questions, though.
I'll only
Yeah.
probably get 2 or 3 here.
Yeah, you'll probably only get there, but maybe if like your next ones, right? When you get to the next level, even though it's quite far away, but if you get to the next one, then you can put it in that one too to help with resources. But just remember, like,
Torn between the two.
just remember, right, that eventually you're gonna go down back to 1Q, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Later on, and then I can help out more research.
Yeah.
I was trying to put those into the matches.
But you don't have any resets, it doesn't look like, eh?
Not now, no. I haven't done any. But I can just look at it. We're looking at, and you want to get the super specialization reset, not the basic one.
Yeah.
Use the basic one only once in 7 days, so it's not available. So I can't even do it.
Right, yeah. Every 7 days you could buy. I think you could buy it, right? Yeah.
That's only the basic one. Means once you use the basic, especially the second one, you can change. You can only use it again after 7 days. But the super one, you can use it how many times you want to.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, that's definitely like mess around in the green one. I would say more because like the value of, yeah, you're losing value a little bit. Maybe we should have caught that before you put the points in. But I mean, it is giving you less cost to upgrade your coalition base camps, so that's something. But you're not gonna get to United Research like the second United Research and max it out anytime soon, right?
I checked that. It's not giving less military supply.
Oh, really?
Top lane.
Oh, shit.
It's less resources only.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not very helpful at all.
That is terrible. Actually, that's a complete waste of 6 points.
Yeah, it's a complete waste of 6 points.
Yeah.
And this is for, yeah, it's just your and this 3% decrease cost in it's not for upgrading the coalition base camp. It's for the resources used to heal your troops. So it's actually kind of helpful now since the troops are getting banged way
Okay.
hard
Oh,
this
right.
season compared to last season. So
Oh yeah,
it
the
is
bottom one's
helpful.
healing speed, and the top one would be cost of healing, I guess, right?
Yeah, it's cost of healing. It's not, the way you put it here, I thought it was like.
Yeah, it makes it
No,
sound
it's
like it could be.
cost, yeah, but it's cost in. Then
Yeah.
cheeky buggers.
Reading, comprehension.
Exactly.
It'll get you.
Okay, so just wanted to actually wanted to
Yeah. No, I would say when you get your next reset, honestly, Metal, go. So this is what I would do. So you got 30 points, right? So your next reset will come next week, right? When you buy Imperial Investment again. Right? So you'll get another reset. So then I would reset and probably go down to 1 queue. Honestly, just don't go to the left at all.
Okay.
Because if resources are a problem, like you have, like, are you even using those 2 queues all the time or what?
Yeah, I'm using them all the time because I have to try to keep up with those.
Go to your queues for a second. Go to your honor structure.
You want me to go to the blue ones?
No, the honor structure tab. Go out one more time.
Oh, the green.
No, go out.
This one?
Honor structure tab.
Oh my god. Okay.
Click on production at the top there.
Where's
Production beside frontline workshop 1. Okay, so now pull those out for a second. Let me see what you got for resources. Like, stop them.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. So yeah.
Let me do this then.
Yeah, grab harvest. Yeah, real quick to see what you got. Yeah, so I mean, once you get to 12s, right? Because like once you get to 16s, because you probably want to go to 16s. Then you could think about that. But ultimately, like you probably will never need more than 2 for yourself, right? Just because like you're burning through these ones that give you military supplies like crazy.
Yeah, true.
Right, and actually, you might even like. I don't know. It would be interesting to see what you could do with just 1. And then maybe spec it into a different. So go back to your specialization for a second. Go to green, the resource specialization, far left, and then like maybe think of a plan that you could spec 30 points into this, or maybe 30. So -7 or -10. How many is it for that first loyalty? Shit, I can just look on mine. Here, give me a second. The first loyalty is 9, right? Or no, you need 14. 14. So yeah, see what you could do with like 16 points in resource somewhere else. See if it would go some way. But if you had another 16, remember, you could go to the right even farther in blue potentially. But see what you can maybe accomplish with 16 points in resource or something, right? Because if you respect and went all the way to the right.
2 points more. If I had 2 points more, it would be more advisable to stick in blue.
Right.
Because then that literally pushes me up 50 for this thing. That's 200 loyalty more.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. Yeah. 2
Yeah.
points. But,
we'll just let's talk about it more another time. We could probably go on for hours about this, but just think of it in this way first, and we'll get together again about this. But think of, so say you use 14 to the right in blue. See what you could accomplish with another 16 somewhere else. Okay. Another 16 points. See how far you could go, what you could accomplish that could be beneficial. Right.
Figure it out.
Yeah, we'll take a look at it when we get together another day here. But great thinking for sure.
Thanks, Will.
That's some real critical thinking forward, and good stuff, Metal. I love that. All right, let's get back to my screen here. How do I get out of metals? Stop watching. Okay. Now what? Oh, there we go. Okay, so then I will share back. Okay, so yeah, super exciting stuff there, right, guys? Did we lose anyone?
Still here, still kicking.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Green said he's going for territories first as he can also help defend. Yeah. I mean, roll your points and see how far you go and see what you get out of them. Just remember that resetting like all the time, maybe it helps you get a slight edge, but just remember that like getting farther down in one tree sometimes even more beneficial than just switching back and forth all the time. But definitely, if you're a spender and you're getting that every week, right, you can utilize it.
Actually, I'm not sure if you get a reset every week. Because
Let's
I
see.
don't think you do.
Let's go see what that pack says. Where is that
I've
pack?
had about 10
I think
resets
about a couple
last-
of seasons. Because last season I had to wait ages
Yeah.
for another one.
Okay, interesting. Where the heck is that pack again?
You can just purchase a reset though, and it's only I think valid for that week, maybe, because I purchased one in the beginning and I've not been able to buy. As you can see,
Benefit
I can
Center,
only buy
thank you.
A basic one. Couldn't buy.
Yeah. Well, the basic one's the same. It's just you can only use it every 7 days, correct? Or am I wrong there, guys?
Yeah, that's where it is. Yeah.
So,
The super, it doesn't matter.
but so with this Imperial Investment, what I see is the top 3. It gives you when you buy it.
The first time, yeah, because you have a +1 and mine, I don't have.
Oh, you have a +0 for yours?
You initially buy it.
Ah, interesting. Okay, I guess that makes sense now. Sneaky how they do that, thinking that I could maybe get another one if I bought this one and then
But
another
maybe
one.
when I go to buy it again, at the end of, let's see, tomorrow.
Yeah, that would be interesting to let me know. It seems like you'd get a ridiculous amount of resets, but it makes more sense that they have that purchasable one, which would be in the store here, right? Or the somewhere. Anyway, the point of it is that's pretty minute detail, but definitely it could give you the edge, right? Metal's obviously working at trying to secure that first spot in our state, so he's looking for any advantage.
Yeah, every single small thing honestly is helping me because those guys are way on top of their game and they've been playing the game a hell of a lot longer than I am, so they know a lot of the stuff, and I'm literally playing catch up every last few days.
Yeah.
Not mostly.
Well, you're crushing it,
But I've
so
been up there.
keep it up. Keep it up.
But it's tough, man. Sticking with those guys, they really know what they're doing.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, that's sweet. So there's some bonus specialization, in-depth jazz for y'all. What now, party people? How many people are left here? I feel like we probably lost everyone.
No. Well, I remember. Oh yeah, go.
Are we going to have a separate session, just TTT, to check a bit more what we are going to do prior the war, which specialization points we should focus, I guess, regarding our position in each war. Discuss basically mostly about
Team stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, we're just gonna wing it.
Sometimes you say that.
That works out always really well.
Yeah, super good every time.
Every time.
Win one, lose one, win one, lose one.
Yeah, I mean, to answer your question less facetiously there, Mar, yes, the answer is yes. I don't know when. Honestly, like we have our leadership council meeting that we kind of do impromptu. I tried to get it more scheduled, but you guys are impossible to work with, okay? So it's not my fault, it's your fault. So basically, whenever I feel like doing one, I give you half an hour notice, and whoever shows up is there. But as far as specifically, we probably should do one. Are you guys TTT members? Are you interested in doing one that's more directly like, okay, this is exactly green. If you're going to do this, maybe focus on this as an attacker, like something more targeted.
Yeah, we need to.
Okay.
Yeah, but not only that, like the teams and stuff like that.
Yeah, just a general idea of what our plan is.
Yeah, like I said, just wing it, guys.
Yeah, I thought that was
start doing stuff.
Thought that was typically how we did. Wait, what? Sorry, I think someone was saying something real.
There's another evening of Q&A, and we're talking about war strategy.
Oh, is that what we're
Could be a
doing?
good opportunity.
There you go. News to me. Who's running this operation?
Well, we came up with them together, so thanks.
True. Sounds like I did a lot of the heavy lifting in that conversation.
She almost bailed you out, and you dug yourself back in.
I know. That's okay. I am pleasantly okay with everyone understanding that I do not do all the work in this alliance. I do as little as I possibly can, which ends up being some. But you all do a great deal of the work, and I'm very appreciated for that. But it also gives you a sense of pride when you actually put forth the effort and people don't do everything for you. But
My
anyway,
point was just that
yeah,
like
tomorrow
is an opportunity for it. It's
Yeah.
an opportunity, but I do understand that like a focused TTT meeting is perhaps needed. So
here, let's do this, okay, you fellow YouTube people out in the world, or even who's left, YETI. So actually, let's say something real quick. So about the people that just randomly, like sometimes people will say in chat that they're leaving. I see that, but then what about the people that randomly just leave? Do they fall asleep? You think? You think they fall asleep and they're literally asleep right now with the phone in their hand?
like absolutely, yes, because it's happened to me.
And they just like close their screen and then they're gone. I feel like that's happened to many of us.
If you fall asleep, then you stay in the channel.
Oh, that's true. There is some people at the end of the session that I come back like a couple hours later. I'm like, what's up with this person? What are they up to? They're all alone. Just nothing's going on. That's funny. Okay.
But no, I would feel weird if I just took off. Like I gotta say something.
Yeah, well, and I appreciate people saying stuff because, like, that's a huge part of our Discord, right? Is just being social and such. So I like that. I like that. But also, if you got to go and jump out, no issues either way. I was just thinking it was kind of funny that people are falling asleep.
I don't like interrupting a important conversation.
Yeah. Well, like, let's all not pretend that we're talking about stuff that is highly important. We're discussing the maneuvers of multiple nations in the world or something, guys. We're playing a freaking video game. Don't forget that. But I appreciate the respect and the courtesy and all that. But I was going to say something. What was I going to say? Oh, yes, tomorrow. What I was going to say, so if anyone that can hear my voice right now and you're not a member of TTT and you don't show up tomorrow and it's only TTT members, then we might just close it off and create only TTT and we'll talk about more targeted stuff. We'll kind of see who shows up. We'll leave it open to that, but if it's only TTT members and like cool people too, like YETI, if YETI shows up, he could participate, of course. But we'll just server mute him and server deafen him when we're talking about how we're going to smash VXI.
Wow.
No, he just has to pay. He has to pay the toll with all of his like secret strategy.
Oh,
intelligence.
Oh, he's got to bring the goods. And then he can be admitted.
My secret plans.
Yeah. How are you going to smash us is the better thing. Stay far.
Details,
Yeah.
if we ever get into that bracket.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
When-
I was just gonna say.
So, like defensively, because that's primarily like my thing. The Dragon Shout. We've covered the Destroyer Shout numerous times. It's a dead horse already, I think. But how often can it be used? Once it's sent and it's on its flight path and it hits its target, like how soon can the next one be used?
I think like so that 10 minutes or whatever, probably, if I had to guess. I personally have never used one myself. I've just seen them be used. But if you go to that Destroyer Shout, that's a great question, Yeti. If you go to building Destroyer Shout, like it gives you like this 10 minutes of usage. So I imagine you can do another one after that 10 minutes. So you have the 5 minutes of it conjuring, then 5 minutes to like use it or something.
Yeah.
But I think that he's not talking about the Destroyer Shout. I think he's talking about...
No, I am. I'm the Destroyer Shout because I was thinking once, let's say you're being attacked and from a defense standpoint, you see that Destroyer Shout coming, and if you can coordinate a player and with enough time, once that Destroyer Shout lands, if you can teleport into that spot before the attacking alliance can get a rally point set.
Yeah, that was mentioned. Yeah, that's a good point. We did mention that yesterday a little bit when we were talking about defenses. That could potentially be a strategy. Like, obviously it's a coin flip, right? If you get in, awesome. So definitely try, right? If you can't zero that castle, definitely have someone hovering to see if they can't get in before they drop their rally point. Because if you're thinking about it, they'll have to be, like, the moment it gets down to the last few seconds, they'll have to be hovering for the same reason, right? So they can drop their rally point and 3 castles can come before, like, they can be disturbed and their plan taken.
Hey, well, I have to go, so I'll see you tomorrow, probably.
Oh, Jim, we guilted you into saying goodbye. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you did. I was about to go, but I thought, no, I'll say something.
Good. I like that, Jim. I like hearing your voice. Appreciate that.
Bit of respect. See ya. Bye.
See ya, buddy.
Bye. See ya. Bye.
Wait, was Metal leaving too? Is that what that was? Well, he's gone. So I think that was. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I think Yeti. The answer is yeah. Like you could totally get in there.
Yeah, because I was thinking that would be a real good middle finger. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shout lands. You drop a castle on there real quick before they get the rally point set.
Ooh, that'd be delicious.
They wasted it. Because I mean, you're very limited to your Destroyer Shout, so as many as you can get them to waste, the better.
Yeah, and I think that's why it's like everyone thinks it's going to be like a huge deal, and I just don't think it is as big of a deal. Like, I guess we'll find out for sure. I just don't believe it's going to be like this be end all, like game changing. I mean, if it goes off perfectly, it'll definitely be a game changer. But there's ways to combat it, right? There's definitely strategies. It's not like a trump card that's you're screwed. Once it happens, it's game over. Because you got to think about it this way too. You can technically be like, it's all about that usage of like how many people, right? Like obviously VXI was very good when we fought them. They had way more people than us. So every time we tried to stop them or do something, they had other people doing something somewhere else. So if like someone's like you're a defending captain, right, for season 2 again, Yeti?
I'm gonna bank on yes.
Okay.
So far, I haven't been replaced. I haven't been told I've been replaced. So
right. So then, yeah, basically, you're gonna be doing your stuff to stop them from getting into their 5x5 or whatever. But then also, your attacking team possibly is conjuring one at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then.
Right now,
yeah.
Right now, we're really set up. We have 3. Like the first day that RoC preparation started, we were already conjuring. We already got our We had like 3
Nice.
towards the start.
Nice. That reminds me, I should make another one right now while you're telling me about this, because we only have 2, I believe. Okay.
Yeah,
There.
I seen your count. And I was like, oh, they got 2.
Yeah. I don't know if we're going to be using it as much because we're a little bit smaller alliance, right? We don't have T9s. So, like, if we do this, it'll just probably be a waste of 100,000 stone if they got D9s, right? But we'll see. We'll give it a shot. We'll try it out, you know? So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, no, that will definitely be a good strategy to try out, is try and get in there. Like Core said, tile around it immediately after and RoC shout the castles away, and then tile underneath those castles. Like, potentially you can get rid of it just as fast as anything else. Because, like, if you think about it, so say like someone did it to us, right? Someone did it to us. They dropped in their thing. And they dropped it, we'll say, on the backside here, right here. They were able to get it through. We couldn't zero the thing. They dropped a rally point, put 3 castles in. Well, if we just tile right to them, like boom, 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 RoC shout those castles, well, that stops that whole plan for a second, right? They don't have any castles close to tile off of this rally point. So their marches will be marching from hella far away again. And so, like, it's not like it's just over. As soon as they get it through and you didn't stop them, like, it's not over. You still got your 5 RoC dragons. You still got black dragon shouts. Like, you still got a lot of tools to deal with it.
Yeah, that's also a great point, though. The RoC shouts, because I'm sure that's been brought up too.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've missed a lot of days, so I'm catching myself up with this.
Yeah, no.
The RoC shouts. I mean, once the Guardian throws out the RoC shout or whoever, that RoC shout's gonna come and zero them, and that's gonna waste their destroyer shout. That's gonna be a strong battle. It's gonna be who's using up RoC shouts versus destroyer shouts.
Yeah, well, the destroyer shout, the difference there is you probably won't be able to RoC shout the Guardian simply because they can cast that from like hella far away. I don't think it's as far as some people were saying, 500k, but let's go with, like, say conservatively in the middle, 300k away. Right, so they could literally be like way the hell over here and shoot that dragon. So you don't have tiles close enough to RoC them, basically. But if they did get that through, right, then you could just RoC those castles that poured in, and then they gotta kind of start over again because you RoC those and then tile underneath them after 15 minutes, and they're at square one again. Right, they don't have castles in there anymore. Right, so it will be definitely a trading of resources, and that's why, as big as these destroyer shouts and as game changers, they're all, just remember, it's not like they're blowing this massive hole of like 50 castles can pour it in. It's just 3, and then that's why Core said, like, I don't know if you were here yet, Yeti, but Core had mentioned that. So a lot of the teams will drop 1, and then if they successfully get that one, they'll drop that rally point 3 castles, and they'll do one right beside it immediately after. Another destroyer to port in more castles.
Interesting.
Yeah, so they'll kind of have like 2 5x-sides beside each other so that you won't just be able to RoC dragon all of the castles out. But then that's where like black dragon shouts will come. Like if your team's loaded up on black dragon shouts, like, no one should have been using them, right? And if you're a little bit more conservative with them, then, like, even as a free-to-play player, I still have quite a few, I think. I have 10 already, right? That's a good chunk. That's 50 destruction power right there, right? And so
I got 6 right now.
Yeah, if every player on our team had 10, we say, right, we will blow through castles with that, right? And so, yeah, it's definitely some strategies, and the destroyer shout, they needed to do something so it wasn't the exact same season as last season, right? And this is something cool, something innovative, because the main thing with, as you saw in season 1, is AC1 was pretty much just like a no-go typically, right? There's only a few crazy teams like TTT that decided to still go for AC1s.
Yeah, I was saying, towards the end of the season, how well defended AC1s were. It was all AC2 and 3 pushes.
Yeah, well, we were just we caught a couple people with their pants down, And then we came up against you guys, and you guys were a lot way more organized than the other teams that we fought with that strategy.
It's not easy, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, yeah, it takes... We still did pretty good against you guys considering that, but you just overwhelmed us eventually, so we were trying our best, but you guys did very well.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll do better. Like I said, you've seen it. I've created VXI, an Alliance Discord.
Yeah, super good. How's that going?
A lot of the guys do not want to leave Viber. I don't know why. They're like, oh, I have so many chats, you know, why do I want another one? Well, I'm like, well, this is like a chat with sub-chats. It's all here.
It's a better version. It's like everything. Exactly. It's all of it. And like you can make it more well, you can have like a voice and text channel for everything. Like, you know, it's way more versatile on what you can do on Discord as opposed like WhatsApp, Viber, Line, all of the things that are out there. They're all basically the same except for Discord in my mind is a lot.
Yeah, like I set up
heads and tails
I set
above.
up voice chats. I set up voice chats for each attack team and a defense team, and then each team also has their own text chat. I try to give them as much use and capabilities out of as I could.
Yeah, I mean and then they can kind of run with it as much as they can, and like with that being said, we have a good chunk of our team because we're mostly English speakers. Like, it's very English friendly, don't get me wrong. Like, it's a lot easier to just click a button to translate, like one click button in Viber and all that stuff for sure. But I feel like there is ways to translate as like we have in our server and stuff. But we do have mostly English speakers that come and join us for wartime. But we're mostly English speaking alliance too, so that has its benefits for us. Because I just, speaking of that, Black Mamba from GD7 messaged me saying that he's trying to set up his Discord, and he's running into the translation problems and stuff, and because he's got 3 to 4 different languages in his alliance, equally kind of all spread out like that. So, but
yeah, we're pretty 50-50. Spanish or Portuguese primarily, and English.
Okay.
And we have a Korean, some Dutch, but they speak fluent English, so that kind of helps.
Oh, super good.
And lucky for me, I went and picked. I got a new phone Saturday, and this expensive piece of technology, I'll be able to play full screen in game and be in Discord at the same time on a half screen. It's a screen and a half when it's fully open.
Whoa!
Which I don't know what it looks like if I'm on stream.
Right. Yeah, then you can stream share it too, yeah. Well, and that's another thing, dude. Like, how useful is that alone? Like, it's a game changer for our team, I know. Like, they could literally, like, if they don't understand something I'm saying in the middle of a word, they can literally go to my screen share and I'm like, this is what I mean. And they'll be like, oh, okay, that makes sense. And then they carry on.
Yeah, like, I'm actively in-game in my castle, doing whatever, and I'm actually watching your live stream on my half screen.
Yeah. That's super good, man. There you go.
Which hopefully it will make things easier with communication. Because the guys most of our guys are phone only. Like, I know there's some people that do the emulators for the PC.
Yeah.
And so they're going back and forth. Like, if you're trying to use text chats in Discord, would be a little bit harder. Which
yeah.
This will primarily stay with Alliance chat.
Right.
Some of it.
Right. Well, typically what we do is like anyone that like doesn't talk very often, like they'll just be listening to what we say, and then they won't have to like go into Discord and unmute and all that, and they just listen and then wait for the pings coming. So I'll be like, I don't know, like if Green wasn't, because sometimes Green's at work and he can't actually chat. I'll just be like, Green, okay, watch for the ping. Okay, I'm pinging it now. Go, Green, and then he can hear it, and it's just like more real time instead of like, okay, ping, and then I gotta type in Alliance chat, okay, I need this person going here, or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
It just cuts down.
Some of you guys
yeah, I think it can only help, honestly, brother. It can only help. I don't think it would hinder any team that started to get involved with Discord. I think, well, it's what's cool about our YouTube too is that we show you literally what we're doing in every single war, but I like that. And it's definitely, I think, many people in big alliances have already reached out to me saying like, hey, like this is super cool. Like, how could we like do something similar in our team? And so, yeah, I mean, it only helps. I don't think it would hinder. So, but I totally understand. There's many people in our state that will probably never come to any Discord, because we've tried many times before as leaders to get everyone onto Discord instead of Viber, and it never went.
Yeah, I don't see why. Like I said, I don't know why they won't. They just got so used to Viber. They like the simplicity of it, and I have hope with the translator. Go ahead.
Well, they have that. What's that thing called, Kai? App phobia. What are you telling? You were explaining this to me. They don't want so many apps.
Yeah, I don't like having too many apps on my phone.
Yeah.
Well, luckily I have 250 something gigs of storage data, so I'll have as many as I need.
I like
it's
that.
more of an aesthetic thing. It's like I get in there and I'm like, oh my god, there's 4 apps. That is 4 apps too many. I don't know how to deal. I'm leaving this share screen.
Yeah.
Anyway, I was actually just butting in to let you guys know I'm going to head out, and I hope you have a good night.
Yes. Awesome. Thank you so much, Kai. You're great.
Thanks, guys. Night.
Appreciate you.
Good night.
One thing we did while in our Discord that we just almost finished setting up now is we made we have quite a few Russians in our alliance.
Nice.
So we actually just made primarily Russian channels. So what we'll do is we set up a translation bot, and then whatever I post into the RoC members only, I then just copy and paste that into the Russian channel, and they just click the information and they put the Russian flag,
right?
Put a Russian flag emoji, and that will translate that, to them into Russian straight away, so that they can just read through that in those Russian channels. We've also got a couple from Canada, but they speak French, so they don't understand English the best.
The weird Canadians, gotcha.
So we're gonna set up. So we're gonna set up a couple of like French, channels for the same purpose, that they can just translate it into French, and they can understand word for word what the go is. So we're just in that process now. I think we have a Russian info channel where we just post into, and they can check the information. Then we also have one just like a general chat for our Russian members, so they can go and talk in their native language,
right?
And it doesn't really then clog up, because the problem we're finding is with Discord is that if you can have all these different channels, but then if one channel's used too often, it can clog up the information that you're trying to pass out. So we sort of had that with them just translating in our RoC members only channel to that. But then you'd find there's all these translation bot messages going down. So
right,
everyone's like, where's that message that you said you sent? So we sort of started new channels and all that sort of
That's
stuff.
smart.
And that
That's
seemed to have worked for them. So now it was a game changer, because we were all I was dreading the whole putting down Alliance Center 1, 2, and 3 buildings, just because of the language barrier.
Yeah.
But with that I just posted into that Russian channel. They translated it, and then I just said to them in there, I'll put your name and coordinates into Alliance chat, and it was easy. They all got it done easier than some people that talk English, to be honest.
Well, yeah.
So it was really helpful for that aspect.
The best part about the human brain is that language has no implication on high IQ or low IQ. But that's awesome. No, that's good. We should totally utilize that a little bit more.
No, you're cutting out for me. Is anybody else getting out?
How about now?
No, they were staying pretty solid for me.
Okay, no problem. Sorry.
And probably one of the other things with Discord that we did too, we've got a couple of channels that we've set up as a read only. So if we post into like one of the admins of Discord, we'll post like information. So any updates for Clash of Province or Reign of Chaos, we'll post into there, and everybody else can read it, but they can't type into that channel, so it doesn't get lost. Like that information doesn't get lost at all in normal text channels, so that we can just say refer back to the important information channel, and you can just see it in there instead of having to scroll through 3 different conversations to find earlier that day. There it is.
Totally.
It's just there.
Yeah. Super good. Yeah.
I try to do something similar to ours. So I have like a cop strategy channel and a war strategy channel for like rock prep and stuff like that. And it's primarily read only for only members. I can post in it, and like R4s and 5 can. And what I did is when I was posting everything, so I'd post like I did Cop Hero Day strategy for doing the hero trick. I fully explained that all out, and then I would go ahead and translate it for our Portuguese speakers.
Yeah.
Primarily, we're 50-50 pretty much for English and Portuguese. So I went ahead and did the translate, and then I would post the next day's cop strategy. So they can scroll through. The English speakers would see the first, Hero Day, and then right below it would be the Portuguese translate, and then they can go to the next day.
Yeah, that's sweet.
Yeah, I've done something pretty similar to that.
Nice. You guys got some slick stuff happening, it sounds like. Look at you guys. Crushing it out there.
I'm trying. Yeah, I guess I have some guys that are on board, some of the R4s and stuff, and then everybody else is just... Everyone's just in Viber. I made the jokes. I told them I'd delete the Discord server if they didn't use it before RoC.
Nice. Yeah. No, we anything that y'all can see, because we have so many people that kind of come in from other games too and stuff, just with my YouTube and such. All the channels you can see. We also have like probably the same amount of that you cannot see. That's for our alliance only. So yeah, a lot of similar stuff for sure. There's a lot of cool... This is what's so good about Discord, is you can do all these things, and in other platforms you cannot. Right? You can't, like, necessarily... Yeah, I don't know. Viber's crazy. It's crazy, it's good, I guess, but it's also not as good as Discord. In my opinion.
So how's TTT looking on tiles?
We got some. People have tiles. Specifically, I have 26 out of 32. So, as an alliance, we're doing better than me. We're 16th in our state not our state, in the rankings. So, we're not doing as good as other people, but I think we're doing all right. Middle of the row kind of stuff, I think our highest tile is Metal. So, Metal and Roses there. He's level 10s. He's on level 10s, and we have a couple people too that Double G's obviously a tiling machine. He was the first one to 16s in our team last season. Fox is crushing it. Yeah, we're doing all right. We got a handful, 6, 7, 10 people in the top 50. So, we're holding our own. We're doing all right.
Yeah, like I said, I scrolled through earlier during the break and was looking around. Yeah, we're pretty heavy in the 9s. 10s and 11 tiles in that zone 3 area. I don't know how you guys were looking on that.
9s and 10s. Yeah, I think we're slightly behind that. I think we were heavy on the 8s. Most of us are starting to get to 9s today, if not by the end of today.
Yeah, I was hoping more of the alliance would be further ahead, but once the tiling started, it was the big cries and fights over... Hey, I was making a path there. You hopped on my path.
No way. That happens in your state too? Who would have thunk?
Oh man, it was everyone cries over tiles. To me personally, I couldn't care less about tile levels and tiles. There's so many tiles across the state. It's a 1200 by 1200 state. I mean, there's plenty of them.
Yeah, just build like a 40 tile bridge away from everyone else.
Yeah.
Are you hitting level 12 tiles?
We are for sure on 11s. I know we're on 11s for sure. We've got a good handful of 11s and stuff. I don't think we've quite
cracked the
hit
12.
12s yet. We're ready for 12s. We're just not. I don't think we're at the RoC buildings yet. We just haven't done the push yet for 12s and higher.
Word.
Getting there.
Awesome. Awesome, my friends. Well, I think that's where we'll leave it tonight. Like Kai had mentioned, we have another one going on tomorrow, half past reset. Be here again. It'll be general strategy, kind of more open forum. If it's only TTD members, we'll close it up and kind of do more focused on each team, what our plan is, each team, and all that stuff. But if YETI, you're always more than welcome, brother. No worries. You would be definitely included in that if you had the time to come check us out again. Appreciate you being here tonight. Thanks also, Corey. You're also included in that too. You guys are basically going to migrate to our state eventually anyway, right? So it's all good.
Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow night. Yeah. I'm off work actually. I have a Donza Friday, so
oh sweet.
I don't have work Friday, so
awesome.
I'll be here Thursday. I don't have anything to do. No need to sleep.
Yeah, sleeps for the week.
Which I'm surprised I'm not asleep right now. It's probably because I slept a good bit during the day.
Yeah. I feel that. Take one of them juicy naps, eh?
I gotta be up at what? I gotta be up at 5 hours.
Oh geez, damn. Yeah, that'll do it.
Get used to running on little sleep.
Yeah, that's how they breed you. That's how they do it. Gotta be ready for the enemy anywhere, anytime, always.
Yep, and it helps with RoC because I can stay up all night playing, doing RoC Wars and not need to worry about being tired for work.
Yeah, totally. Awesome, guys. Well, thanks again, YETI, for being here. L, Core, E, Green, Mar. Thanks so much, guys. And everyone else that left already and didn't say goodbye. You guys are awesome. Pleasure. Yeah, no worries. Pleasure as always. Let's get back again tomorrow and let's use this information we just got and let's get after it, guys.
Yep. Have a good one.
Sounds like a plan. Have a good one, mate.
Yeah, we'll see ya.
All right, later, everyone.